Welcome back, guys. It's Dakota with KYRC with part 4 of the world's best RC crawler build. We've made a lot of progress here recently. Today we're going to dive in with the drivetrain, the electronics, also wheels, tires, and foam. And it's going to should be a running truck today. The body will get painted eventually. I will have a part 5 final of the truck, and it'll probably be me rock crawling with it and stuff like that. So let's just get right into it, guys. So to start it off, I'm running a Vanquish 3 gear, as y'all can see right here, with the Hertz dig unit. I know the link's kind of all janked up and stuff like that, but this is what I have and ended up wanting to work. This 3D printed mount that's right here, because I didn't have the aluminum mount, I found it on Thingiverse to print, and it's supposed to be for a micro servo. Well, this is micro servo, and it's a little bit too short width-wise, so I had to end up modifying and making it work. But I'm going to have this hooked up, and I'll set my endpoints and get that all together. We are running a 56-tooth pinion. No, not pinion, the spur, and a 10-tooth pinion. And then I got a Castle motor, and I'm going to pair it with the Mamba Micro X. I have the Shift GT3 monster servo, best servos out there. Also like my reef servos, you can't go wrong with either one. The wheels and tires that are on the truck, they are Voodoo KLR Reds. These are the OG tires. They have the V2s out. I will have a link down in the description for that. I'm also running Crawler Innovation little Nova foams. I've tried the 3D printed foams. They haven't worked for me, but Crawler Innovations, they have never let me down. I also have a link for those. So that's why I have in these, and I just got some cheap Endura bead locks. So the drive shafts, these are Deluxe Fab, cut to length. This is what I'm going to be using for the truck. They have a really, really good rating, so I just went ahead and tried them out. These are the standard length ones. They also have a longer version that you could buy and chop up if you got like a really stretched truck or something like that. But what you get in the package here, you get another Ziploc baggie, and if we can get it out, and we got the drive shaft. They are phased. You cannot unphase the drive shaft. They are phased. So you will take this shaft, you'll take that grub screw out right there, and you will cut what you want, and then you slide it right back on, set the grub screw on, tighten it up, and then you got a drive shaft. And that's keyed. Also, the splines right there are keyed, so it stays in phase. So it's really nice. We're going to get both of them out of here, and we're going to start mocking it up on the truck. We're going to start doing the drive shafts here. You get a Ziploc baggie also with each drive shaft that comes with 2 set screw pins for the drive shaft. We will do this one on the bottom. Flip the truck over. Slide it on there. And tighten it on up. And then this one, we will feed right here on the top. And actually, I'm going to see if I can get that. There we go. That's what I needed. And then we will line it up on this hole. I keep trying to spin the truck, but I ain't got drive shafts put in it yet. So we will take our other grub screw wherever it went. Well, we'll just do this to get a general idea. So I need to cut, I'd say maybe, I don't know, it's a good inch, maybe inch and a half. So I'm going to start with there. I'm going to go cut this, and then we're going to come back and test it. Before I go to cut this, I'm going to show y'all how to cut it yourself. You'll take that grub screw loose, and then there's actually 2 grub screws. You'll take the other grub screw, loosen her up, and then you'll slide it right off, and then you're able to cut however length you need. and slip that back on, set the grub screws, and then you'll have a dry shaft. So I'm going to go cut this one for the rear and test fit it and get it all right. I'll be back. So as y'all can see here, I got the rear done. I took my time. You really want to watch on like right here, whenever you fully compress the truck, you see how that little bit of slip shaft is showing? You don't want it bottoming and hitting the actual coupler itself. And that goes same for whenever you set your shaft back in after you cut it. You don't want it all the way up hitting this. You want it, you know, about lined up with the coupler on this side. So the rear was pretty easy. I highly advise you take your time, do small cuts, multiple times, and get the right length the way you want it. And don't chop too much off at the same time, because then you'll have to end up buying another one, and they was $40 a piece. The front, it's definitely going to be pretty short, but it's going to take me a little bit longer. The rear, I started with the rear just because if I cut it too short, then I could have used it for the front, and then I knew what to do for the rear with the other one. But now that I got the rear knocked out, we're going to get the front knocked out, and I'll be right back with y'all. So as y'all can see, got the front dry shaft all cut up. Took a little bit of time and effort, but once you do it, you'll get what you want. And luckily, I didn't screw it up. I'm normally pretty good at screwing up stuff like this, but I didn't screw it up. So now we're going to dive into the electronics, get the electronics on the truck, and the truck should be rolling just here in a little bit. So let's get to doing that. Electronics, I kind of already test fitted up in here. I got Velcro down for what I need. And so here's the ESC that we're going to be running. It's a Mamba Micro X. It fits very snug in here. That's why I like running one of these. I plan on getting the X2 because you can run 4S on it. This one only allows you up to 3. Let's see here if I can remember what goes where. If not, I could just flip them around. It should be correct if I'm not mistaken. And then that's for the receiver. That will go over to the battery like that. This I'm going to probably just try to zip tie or something right here. Probably just zip tie it with the motor wires. And then the balance plug. And then the receiver we're going to be using, Fly Sky, the GT5 remote, because I've had awesome luck with mine. It's affordable. I'll also have a link down below for that, and everybody uses them around here. So I'm going to tidy up all this and get it put on, and then hopefully by the time we get back, I should be able to fire the truck up and actually see it move for the first time. So I'm very excited. I'm going to do it. Alrighty guys, I got all the electronics put in here. It's kind of still a mess, but it's hard to pack everything. But got the micro servo in here for the dig, receiver, ESC, little on and off switch. Then my battery sits over here. Got the servo up in front. Eventually the truck will be 4-wheel steer. Got the dry shafts in today. It all works good. They all got enough slip in them and not bottoming out or causing a bind. The only issue that I have right now, and I already got one on the way, is the slipper, the spur gear. It's wore out. I've ran it for 4 years, so I'm getting a slipper eliminator and a Kimball spur gear I'm going to put on it, and hopefully it gets rid of the sound that it has right now, because it sounds like it's got a rod knock. So I'm going to fire this thing up for y'all so y'all can hear it, see it move a little bit, and that's basically it. All we got left is the body to paint, and once this is painted, the truck will be complete until I just add other small stuff here and there, and I'll do that. But next time that I shoot a video, we will be out on the rocks. We will be using this truck, and definitely can't wait for that. Alrighty guys, got the battery put in the truck so y'all can see it work. So here we go. If y'all can kind of hear that sound, sounds like a rod knock, but hopefully I can get it fixed. There you go, you can hear it now. And then the dig does work. And the steering on this thing, as y'all can see, it's just shaking. I might have a tooth broke off in this servo. I don't know for sure. There's a little jump, but it could just be where it's got all that power going to it. Alrighty guys, this is going to conclude part 4. I appreciate y'all who has been following along on this build. I'm so glad to see the truck running. There's still some small minor stuff that I got to get figured out and I got to get fixed. But all I got left now is to paint the body, and I can finally test run this truck out on the rocks, which I will definitely be doing soon. It has been raining nonstop where I'm at. So once the weather takes a break, I will definitely be getting out there on the rocks. But guys, appreciate the support, appreciate the love. If y'all don't care, hit that like button, hit that sub button, also hit that bell to see more of this beautiful truck that is being built. I would greatly appreciate it. Guys, I'm out of here. Peace.